Hey everyone, did you know that over 70% of gamers today are still running PCs that can't even handle modern titles at smooth frame rates? It's wild when you think about how demanding games have become, especially with ray tracing and 4K textures everywhere. If you're still stuck on an older rig, you're missing out on so much. I recently got my hands on the Skytech Gaming Storm gaming PC, and I've been putting it through its paces for the past couple weeks. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the specs on this thing are seriously impressive for the price. You're getting an AMD Ryzen 7 5700 processor that boosts up to 4.6 GHz, which means it handles everything from heavy multitasking to intense gaming sessions without breaking a sweat. I've had it running multiple Chrome tabs, Discord, and a game like Cyberpunk 2077 in the background, and it barely even hiccuped. The 32 GB of DDR4 RAM at 3200 MHz is more than enough for today's games, and it leaves plenty of headroom if you're into streaming or content creation. Now, the graphics card is where this PC really shines. It comes with an NVIDIA RTX 5060 with 8 GB of GDDR7 memory. I was able to play titles like Alan Wake 2 and Starfield on high settings with ray tracing enabled, and I still managed to hit over 60 FPS in most cases. Even in demanding games like Call of Duty Warzone, the performance was buttery smooth. The 1TB NVMe SSD is another huge plus. It loads games and applications in a flash, so you're not sitting around waiting for anything to install or boot up. One thing I really appreciate about this PC is how quiet it stays under load. The high-performance air cooler does a fantastic job of keeping temperatures in check, and you barely hear the fans kick in unless you're pushing it really hard. It's a huge difference from some of the loud gaming rigs I've used in the past. Plus, the build quality feels solid. The case has a sleek, modern look with plenty of airflow, and all the cables are neatly managed out of sight. Another cool feature is the Wi-Fi 5 connectivity. It's not the absolute fastest out there, but for gaming, it's more than enough. I didn't notice any lag or connectivity issues while playing online, even during peak hours. The fact that it runs Windows 11 out of the box is also a nice touch. No need to deal with any bloatware or outdated software. It's ready to go right out of the box, which is perfect if you're not super tech-savvy. I also like that Skytech includes a 650W Gold PSU. It's efficient and reliable, which means you won't have to worry about power surges or compatibility issues down the line. The system is also upgrade-friendly, so if you want to swap out the GPU or add more storage later, you've got plenty of options. That's something a lot of pre-built PCs skimp on, so it's great to see Skytech thinking ahead. Now, no PC is perfect, and this one has a couple of minor drawbacks. The case is a bit on the larger side, so if you're tight on desk space, you might need to rearrange things a bit. Also, while the RTX 5060 is solid for 1080p and even some 1440p gaming, if you're aiming for 4K Ultra settings, you might need to dial things back a bit. But honestly, for the price, that's a pretty fair trade-off. Overall, the Skytech Gaming Storm gaming PC is a fantastic choice if you're looking for a high-performance rig without breaking the bank. It handles modern games beautifully, stays cool and quiet, and comes with everything you need to get started right away. Whether you're a casual gamer or a content creator, this PC has you covered. If you're in the market for a new gaming PC, definitely give this one a look. The link is below if you want to check it out further. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.